Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and this is your stimulus check update for the next stimulus package for Tuesday, February 16th. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon so far. In this video, I'll be discussing updates in regards to the current relief package and the third stimulus check. I'll also be discussing the $1,400 direct payments, some updates in regards to the possible increase in minimum wage, and then I'll be wrapping up this video by answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. But first, if you wouldn't mind real quickly liking this video, give me a big thumbs up. It really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing this video out to other viewers like you, and hopefully helping other people like you as well. Okay, so with lawmakers attempting to move fast on this next relief package, progressive and moderate Democrats are still at odds over whether or not to include the provision to boost the federal minimum wage up to $15 per hour. In a tweet today, one of the biggest leaders of the movement, Bernie Sanders, said, "I stand in strong solidarity with fast food workers all over the country who are going on strike today to demand $15 an hour and a union. The Senate must raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour with 51 votes this year. We have got to end the crisis of starvation wages in America." As Bernie Sanders said, fast food workers in numerous cities today are on strike advocating to raise wages to $15 an hour. According to a recent report by the Congressional Budget Office, raising the federal minimum wage to $15 per hour could raise the federal deficit by $54 million over 10 years. At the same time, it could also lift 900,000 people out of poverty. The downside, of course, since there are always two sides to each story, is the fact that it could lead to 1.4 million job cuts by the year 2025. So while progressive Democrats such as Bernie Sanders fight for that measure to be included in the virus relief bill, other moderate Democrats such as Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin continue to oppose it. Their belief is that since raising the minimum wage has absolutely nothing to do with the virus, it shouldn't be included in the bill. So unless Democrats can put pressure on those two, more than likely that measure will be removed. Moreover, to no one's surprise at all, there's almost no support among Republican lawmakers to increase the minimum wage at this time. In their eyes, not only does increasing the minimum wage not belong in a virus relief bill, but they also believe it's a terrible idea to do so when businesses are already struggling to stay afloat. Other than that, Republicans also believe this bill should be more targeted and that we shouldn't be spending another $1.9 trillion at this point in time. Now, there are two Republican senators in support of an increase in the federal minimum wage, and those two senators are Mitt Romney and Tom Cotton. In a tweet, Romney said, "Millions of Americans are struggling to make ends meet. I'm introducing a bill with Senator Tom Cotton that would increase the minimum wage while ensuring businesses cannot hire illegal immigrants. We must protect American workers." So even though we may not see an increase in this reconciliation package, there is some hope that they may be able to reach some type of bipartisan compromise in a separate bill. In their plan, they would have the increase take place after the pandemic ended, give protections for small businesses, and wages would also automatically be adjusted based on inflation. Additionally, it would require employers to verify the legal status of their workers. So it should be interesting to see how lawmakers work together moving forward on this issue. Other than disagreements between the two parties on the increase in minimum wage, they also have major disagreements over other issues in this bill, such as stimulus checks and unemployment. Republicans, in large part, believe the checks should be more targeted and that unemployment benefits should stay at $300 per week. To their bad luck, though, there's not much they can do, considering this bill can and will be pushed through with only Democrat votes. Considering they're going to be able to push this bill under reconciliation, they don't need a single Republican vote to pass it through. So, just to recap, we will be seeing a third round of direct payments at $1,400, with most Americans being eligible, including dependents over the age of 17. Additionally, there's also the increased child tax credit, which will give families an additional $300 per month for children under the age of 6, and $250 extra per month for kids between the ages of 6 and 17. So if you take a family of 4, they'll be eligible to receive a stimulus payment of $5,600, and on top of that, if they have 2 children under the age of 6, they would be eligible to receive an additional $600 per month starting in July. If that family have been going through any struggles over the past few months, this relief will obviously help them out quite a bit. As far as the timeline goes for all these benefits to start going out, more than likely, we're still looking at some point in the middle of March. Next week, we can expect the House to vote on and pass the bill. From there, it'll move on to the Senate, where they hope to be able to pass it at some point in early March. Then, at that point, it will be sent off to President Biden's desk for his final approval. Considering the last round of direct payments only took a few days for most people to receive their money via direct deposit, I would expect these payments to go out just as quickly as well. However, until Congress can get this bill passed through both chambers and Joe Biden signs it into law, all we can continue to do is hang in there, stay strong, and hope for the best. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to move right along to answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. So without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the first comment of today's video, which is from Schmidt. Schmidt says, what if you have a 17-year-old that turns 18 this year? Will you receive the monthly child tax credit in the reconciliation package? Okay, thank you so much for your question, and in your case, your kid would not qualify for the extra $250 per month. This is because in order to be eligible, your kid would need to be under the age of 17 on December 31st of this year, and since he or she is already 17, going on 18, they would be too old. Okay, moving along to the next comment today's video, which is from Tony. Tony says, Josh, is the unemployment extension in the bill? Alright, thank you so much for your question, Tony. And yes, if the bill passes, unemployment will be extended through the end of August at $400 per week. Even though in Joe Biden's plan, he had it extended through the end of September, unfortunately, in the end, it looks like it's only going to be extended through the end of August. Of course, by the time the bill actually passes and is signed into law, this could change, but I'll definitely make sure to keep you updated one way or another. Okay, moving along to the next comment today's video, which is from Terry. Terry says, will people with past due child support receive the next stimulus check? Okay, thank you so much for your question, Terry, and at the moment, that's still completely up in the air. If you remember, for the first round of direct payments, the IRS was garnishing payments for those with past due child support. However, to the surprise of many, payments weren't being garnished for the second round. For the third round, even though the bill hasn't been officially written or passed yet, it is my best guess that they will once again not be garnished. This is because the $1,400 direct payments are supposed to just be an extension of the last round of $600 payments, and since the last round wasn't being garnished, this one more than likely won't be either. However, this is just pure speculation on my part, so that could always change. Either way, I'll definitely make sure to keep you updated. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this video, and you'd like to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is completely free to do so, and it's a great support to me. Also, if you'd like to receive 4 free stocks from Webull, with 2 of them valued all the way up to $1,600 each, or 1 free stock from Robinhood, just for signing up and linking your bank account, please feel free to claim those free stocks by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you join Rakuten with my referral link in the description box below and spend at least $20, Rakuten will give you $20 cash back. This means that you can buy an item through Rakuten with one of their referral links, such as Nike, for $20, which would be right around $22 after tax, and Rakuten will give you $20 just for making that purchase. This is just an incredible deal that I would love for everyone to take advantage of. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.